All right. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. We got a new show we're going to talk about. It's called Brooklyn's Finest. It came out a few years ago, in like 2009 to be exact, but I just watched it, and it's really good. It got Richard Gere in it, Don Cheadle, Ethan Hawke, and Wesley Snipes. And it's directed by Antoine Fuqua. This movie is really good. It got them basically being gangsters in New York. And it followed three cops, Richard Gere, Don Cheadle, and what's the other guy name? Ethan Hawke. It followed their life. Ethan Hawke is trying to buy a house because his wife is getting sick from the asbestos in the house and stuff like that. And Richard Gere is about to retire in 7 days, so he's dealing with the prostitutes real heavy. And Don Cheadle is undercover as a cop, and he's running with the gangsters, the black gangsters, in the city of New York. So, and Wesley Snipes is freshly out of jail, so he don't know nothing. He just trying to rock with everybody, so he can get back to his old position of being the man. So you watch this story unfold, and it's basically, it's a good story. Make sure you cop some of our products that we got listed on the section right here. We got a few things that we think you guys are liking, we would love to have. So, but as you follow these three cops, you got Ethan Hawke, who's trying to steal money from the drug dealers. So he know where they got it at, he know where it is, and anytime he show up, he's trying to steal some money. You know what I'm saying? And Don Cheadle, he's trying to get out the game. He don't want to be an undercover cop no more. But that's the job he signed up for. That's the job that he went for. So he got it. And Richard Gere is dealing with the prostitutes and trying to make one his main lady, but she's the bottom of the ground, so there's no way he can get her, to just be with him and exclusively. So they got their own little scenarios that they're dealing with, and Richard Gere character, his partners keep doing shit that's making them look bad. You know what I'm saying? Because he just got 7 days to get out of there, and he'll be free from being a cop for the rest of his life. But even on his last day, he solved the crime. He solved the crime of a missing lady. He goes in there and he shoots the guys up because he saw her face on one of those bulletin boards at their office. And Ethan Hawke is trying to buy a house, so he gets shot because he's breaking in these people's crib, trying to steal their money. And one of the shooters who saw him walk up followed him into the building. And after he gets his hands on the money, where he's finally like, oh, I got it, he gets shot up. And then Don Cheadle gets shot because he's about to kill one of the gangsters that he running with. And they had actually killed Wesley Snipes' character. So he's finna kill the guy, and he gets killed by another cop. So we get to see who all these people are along the way, but didn't know that they were going to all lose their life like that at the end of the movie. And so the movie is pretty good. Brooklyn's Finest is directed by Antoine Fuqua, and he's been directing a whole bunch of stuff recently, and since that time, and before that time. But this movie is good because they got the black heavyweights in it, Wesley Snipes, Don Cheadle, and you thinking that, they playing street dudes, you know what I'm saying? So it's interesting to watch. And, Wesley Snipes is like trying to become a gangster again after being getting let out of jail. But he don't know the streets no more. So he trying to get back acclimated, And I think that finally he understood that Don Cheadle was a cop or undercover or something like that. But it was too late because right when he got the revelation, he got shot in minutes, seconds later, and he died instantly right there on the street. And that led Don Cheadle to go and have an argument with his boss, his boss's boss, all them people who above you when you're doing undercover work like that, and he beefing with them because he just don't want none of the information to get out about him being an undercover cop. So, you know, they got the goods on him. You know what I'm saying? So because he ran with the gangsters, but he really an undercover cop the whole time. So, but he don't find out about the guy who killed Wesley Snipes' character until the end of the movie, when they all started getting killed in their lifestyles that they were living. So it's really, really, really one of those better movies. It's good. It's interesting. It's got a lot going for it, and I think you're gonna like this movie if you see it. You know, they trying the undercover cop is trying to stop Ethan Hawke character from going to steal money, but he gets smart and he shoots the tire out of the police car that the guy's in, and so he can't follow him. So he makes it over to the project building and he gonna rob these gangsters, and he go in there, he kill the gangsters up, he find the money, and then he gets shot in the back. And his buddy makes it to the place, makes it to where he is. He knows where he's going, you know, and before he could do anything, he jumps out of the car and shoots Don Cheadle because Don Cheadle was killing the gangsters that he was running with, you know. And that's when the gangsters tell him that he shot Wesley Snipes' character. So it's really one of them things where you got 3 different stories going, and each one of the stories throughout the whole movie, they never intertwine. But at the last scene, the last shot, they all intertwine and they all come to the same building, and everybody's story unfolds. So it's gonna be crazy to see how they tell the courts about that, even the precinct about that. All 3 of y'all was at the same building. You know what I mean? Like, and then 2 of the cops died, and one finds this girl, even though he's not a cop no more. He had just retired. So it's really, really good. And I want you guys to check that movie out. It's called Brooklyn's Finest. It's one of those really dope joints. It's been out a few years. You might have saw it already. But if you haven't, or if you want to see it more, let me know. It's on Tubi. So it's a really good movie and it's free to watch. All right, peace.